Hi team, greetings everyone. In our previous session, we saw a concept called as quick run settings, right? So we were using this quick run settings to customize our run settings. So whenever you want to run this particular script in your local machine with the default settings, what you can do, you can use this run button. And if you want to customize some of the settings with respect to the execution, then you can go for quick run settings. Using this, we can change the browser, we can change the machine, we can give the delay between steps, means synchronization can also be controlled. In today's session, what we are going to see, we are going to debug this particular failed script. Like, why we need to debug this? Now, first of all, when this script I was running in my machine, it was getting passed. And this particular script, when I was triggering in a different machine, it is getting failed. So here, the failure might be due to two reasons. One is there is a application defect, correct? If this particular step is getting failed, the meaning is this particular element is not visible in the shopper stack application. So this is shopper stack application. When that particular step is getting failed, what is the meaning? This particular text is not visible in this UI. So if it is not visible, what is the meaning of it? It is a defect and we have to report this to the developer, right? Now, the element is visible, but my script is wrong. In that case, what I have to do, I have to change my script to make sure I am making sure this particular script is passing. And why I want this particular script to be passed? Because when this particular script is passed, it is meaning that this feature is working properly. So what is the purpose of creating this particular script and running it? To make sure this particular registration feature is working properly. If it is failing, what is the meaning of it? Either your script is wrong. When your script is wrong, you have to make sure the script is passing. Why? Because the feature is working perfectly, right? The other option is there is a defect in the application. This defect has to be reported to the developer, right? So here I am getting a failure. Now I have to debug this failure to understand whether it is failing due to my script is wrong or whether it is failing due to the defect in the application, right? So here we are going to debug and have a clarity on that. Now if you can see, the step number 5 is getting failed. What I will do, I'll just click on the failed status of the step number 5, which will give me the result, means step result, right? And here if you can see, we have this description, result, return, if fail checkpoint, and we have an option to download the screenshot and other messages, right? And here coming to elements, it is saying that welcome to shopper stack, enjoy shopping with us is found. It is saying the element is found, and here we have two locators, and it is able to locate this element with the help of this particular second locator, right? Now it is able to locate the element, but the problem is this is a verification NLP. Verification is not happening. Now I want to understand, okay, the element is displayed, then why the verification is not happening? Okay, for that I'll just click on this download screenshot, which will help me to debug the failed script, right? So here let me download it. So here it is already downloaded. Let me just click on this downloads, and here this is my screenshot. I'll just open this. So here if you can see, the application is loaded and even the element is loaded, but the thing is, it is means the application is not loaded properly. I'm sorry. The application is not loaded properly, but my element is loaded. So this is my script problem or the application problem. See here, the application is still loading. Obviously, I know this is my application issue, right? Because the application is taking so much time to load. This is a performance issue which has to be communicated with the developer, right? But when I say I want to verify this particular element, welcome to Shopper Stack, enjoy shopping with us, it is obviously displaying the script which I have written is not able to verify this, right? So this is my problem. So the particular step is not able to verify this particular element when the application is loading, right? So now I got to know the reason. So I'll just minimize this. So now the reason is due to some network issue, the application is still loading, or it's a performance issue of the application, right? I'll close this also. Let me run this particular script in my machine and check whether it is passing or not. Because when I was running in my machine previously, it was passing. When I tried to run the same script in a different machine, it was failing, right? So first, let me make sure this script is passing in my machine or not first. So for that, I have to run this particular script, right? What I will do, I'll just go to quick run settings. So here I have to select my machine. If you can see, Steve Anderson is selected. And here in the step, I'll give some delay so that we can see the execution. I'll give 2 seconds delay. Now I'll just click on run. So what happens? It will navigate me to the execution dashboard and it is going to give us the status of the execution. Now it is saying awaiting client status. I'll just sync the status. See, now it is saying running. So this should trigger the execution in my local machine. So let us wait for the application to trigger. Here if you can see, it is opened and it is maximized. Now it has to navigate to the ShopperStack application. So now the ShopperStack application is loading. Maximum it will wait for 20 seconds because I have given the implicit wait as 20 seconds. Maximum it is going to wait for that particular element. Which element? Welcome to ShopperStack to load for 20 seconds. After that, what is going to happen? It is going to fail the particular script. So here if you can clearly see, this application is taking time to load, right? So this script might fail. So we'll just observe the execution as of now. Now the welcome page is loaded. So it has to verify the welcome text, but it didn't verify. It was closing the application. Now what I will do, I'll just sync the status. See, now I'm getting failed status. So it is not able to verify the welcome text, I guess. So let me confirm it. How do we do that? Just click on the failed status of this particular script execution. Go to the particular script. And here, if you can see, welcome to ShopperStack shop, enjoy shopping with us text is in welcome page is not displayed. So let me just click on this failed status. So here it is directly saying welcome to ShopperStack, enjoy shopping with us is not found. Okay. Now I'll just click on this download screenshot. So now I'll just open this particular screenshot. Again, it's the same problem. The application is not loaded, but this time welcome to ShopperStack also is not loaded. So here I have mentioned what is the time period, that 20 seconds as my implicit wait, right? I'll just close this. So now what I will do, I'll just go to the script, click on test development, go to the particular script. So here what I am going to do in the sense, I am going to try by increasing the implicit wait time. I'm just saying it is 20 seconds, right? So generally the application should load within 20 seconds. But since it's a demo application, we have intentionally made it slow so that we can understand the concepts. So here what I will do, I'll increase the implicit wait to 20 to 30 seconds. And how do I do that? Here if you can see, I don't need to go inside this particular step and change it. Just go to variables. So I have created that particular variable as a global variable, right? So what I will do, I'll use this drop down and let me go to global variable. And here if I scroll down, if you can see, I have the variable called as implicit. What I will do, I'll just edit this and here I'll just give the value as 40. Let me update it. So this will be automatically updated in my automation script. I'll just go to automation steps. So here the value will be increased from 20 to 40, right? So now again what I will do, I'll just click on this run settings. So here I want to customize the run settings where I want to give 2 seconds delay. So what I will do, I'll just click on quick run settings. My machine is selected. So I have to give 2 seconds delay in order to see the execution. So I'll give 2 seconds. So every time I don't want to click on this quick run settings and give this again and again. So what I will do, make these settings as default, save and run. So now this settings whichever I have given is the default settings, right? Now I am getting initializing execution. So this indicates that a message is sent from my machine, from my local machine to the FireFlink server itself for triggering the execution, right? So let me just sync the status now. So here if you can see, still it is stuck in the initializing execution, meaning that the message is sent from the server. I didn't get the approval still. So we have to wait for the execution to be triggered. Now I'll just wait for the execution to be triggered. Let me sync it once again. So see, once I synced it, it is getting triggered. So it is not meaning like once you sync it, it will get triggered. So the request has been sent and has been approved, the execution has been triggered. So when I try to sync the status, during that time the execution triggered. So it is not like you sync it, it will be triggered. So the execution will happen automatically, right? So now if you can see, the Shopper Stack application is loading again, and this time it is going to wait for 40 seconds for that particular welcome to Shopper Stack text. We'll just observe the execution now. So here if you can see, the application is loaded. We will just wait for the next step to happen. So it should verify the welcome to Shopper Stack text, and then it should click on the login button. So now it is stuck in this particular screen, right? I want to verify. Okay. So here if you can see, the browser automatically closed, right? So it meaning that it is getting failed. Why? Because the registration process was not happening. It was immediately closing in that particular welcome to Shopper Stack, right? So what I will do, I'll just sync the status now. So again, the same script is failing. What I will do, click on the failed status, go to the script. So again, it is failing in the same step. I'll just click on this failed status now. So here again it is saying I am not able to find the element. So let me download the screenshot this time. Let me open this. So here if you can understand, my element is displayed, but still the page is loading. So here what is the problem? So my element is visible, but the application is still loading. So this is a application issue with respect to performance, right? So here what I can do in the sense, let me go to test development and let me go to the script. First of all, let us understand the need for this particular step. So I added this particular step in order to verify what, whether I am landing in the welcome page or not, right? So I wanted to verify this element is displayed. If it is displayed, it is welcome page. If it is not displayed, it is not welcome page, right? So here, this element is visible in the UI, but my automation script is not able to verify it because of the application issue, right? So here, is there only one way to verify that particular page is visible or not? We have multiple ways. One way is verifying the element. Another way is we can verify the title of the page. Okay. What do you mean by this title? How do we verify it? So let me go to Shopper Stack application. So this is Shopper Stack application, right? And currently we are in which page? Welcome page, right? I'll just inspect this page now. So this is the HTML tree structure for this particular page, right? I want to know the title of this page. So each and every page will be having its own unique title, right? And how do you find it? Just click on the HTML tree structure and give Control F. You will be getting this particular option. So where we have to write the locator and we have to identify the elements, right? So here what I'll be doing, I'll be giving the input as /title. So once I enter this, if you can see, there is one element getting highlighted. Title, Shopper Stack, and closing tag. So here if you can see, this Shopper Stack is written, right? This is the title of this welcome page. So now, okay, you are saying we'll be having different title for different pages, right? Okay, now let me close this HTML tree structure. Now, as of now, we are in welcome page, right? I'll click on login. Now we are in which page? Login page, right? I'll inspect this page as well. Again, this is the HTML tree structure for this particular page. Here what I have to do, click on the HTML tree structure, Control F, and type /title. And here if you can see, the title is different. Shopper Stack, pipeline, login. So this is the title of this particular login page. Okay. Now close this. Go to sign up page by clicking on create account button. So this is sign up page, right? Inspect this page. Click on HTML tree structure, Control F, /title. Here also it is different. Shopper Stack, Shopper, sign up. So for each and every page, the title is different, right? So I need to verify the page is displaying or not, right? That is my motto, correct? So now what I will do, I'll just close this HTML restructure. Let me navigate back to the welcome page. The purpose of using this particular step, which one? This one, is to verify whether I'm landing in the welcome page or not. And verifying this element is a problem now. So what I will do, instead of verifying the welcome text, I am going to verify the title of this page. If I am verifying the title of this particular page, I can make sure I am landing in the welcome page, right? So I am going to do the same now. So for that, I need the title of the page. So what I will do, right click, inspect, HTML tree structure, click on it, Control F, // title. See, the element is getting highlighted and I want this particular text. So here, if you can notice, there it is saying shopper stack pipeline login, but this was the title which was showing for login page, right? Meaning that this particular HTML code is not proper. I'll just close it, refresh this page once again. See, now I have refreshed this page. Now I'll inspect this page once again. So this is my HTML code, Control F, // title. So here I'm getting the proper title now. I want to copy this title. So what I will do, I'll just remove the E in the title. So here I have the code. I'll just double tap on that shopper stack. So it is getting highlighted. Now I can copy this, Control C. I have the title of this welcome page now. And how do I verify that in my automation script? Let me go to my automation script. And here, if you can see, once after I navigate to the URL, I want to verify whether I'm landing in the welcome page or not. So here what I will do, after setting the implicit wait, I'll just click on this add button. Now I want to verify the title of the page, right? So I'll just type title. So here if you can see, wait till title of page is title, wait till title of page contains title. So here the point of using this NLP is to verify the title. I don't want to wait for it, I want to verify it. So here if you can see, we have multiple options. If you scroll down, we have an option called as verify if Windows title matches expected title. So I will give one title. I want that to be matching with the particular application title. So this is my scenario. And what is the description? This NLP is used to verify whether browser window title matches the expected title. Now I have my expected title. I want that title to be matching with the application title, right? So I will use this particular NLP here. And here it is asking for expected title. My expected title is nothing but the one which I copied. Let me paste it. And here this is hard coding. I'm entering the direct value, which we should never do. Just click on this, create as variable. Here I'll give the name of the variable as welcome page title. This will be in camel case and I want this to be a global variable so that I can use it in multiple scripts. Click on this local, select global, and this is the value. I'm creating this variable for what? For giving the input. I'll just click on create. So here if you can see, it is saying it is already existing, name already exists. Okay, I have created a already variable in the same name. So what I will do, I'll just cancel this. And here, instead of using this value, I'll call the variable. I'll use dollar symbol to call the variable. So if I scroll down, I have to have a variable called as welcome page title. If you can see, select this. And here I have the variable. Now I want to see the variable value. What I have to do, view variable details. Here if you can see, it is already shopper stack. So this purpose of creating the variable is for giving the value, right? And this is a verification NLP, right? And it is going to verify the title whether it is matching or not, correct? Here also I have to create a variable. Why? Because this is a verification NLP. This is having a return value. And how do I say that? By saying this particular step, assign step return value to. Whenever you see this particular option, it is meaning that the NLP is going to return some value. In this case, it's a Boolean value. Why? Because this is a verification NLP, right? So here I can create my own variable or I can make use of the same variable which is available. So what I will do, I will make use of the same variable which is available to hold the value. So if you remember, we already created a variable called as is displayed, right? So I'll be using the same variable to hold this particular value. So this variable creation is for what purpose? To hold the return value. And this variable is for giving the input, right? Now let me give the if else checkpoint and let me just click on add. I am adding this particular step for what reason? I want to verify whether I am landing in the welcome page or not. Now this step is not required for me. What I will do, I'll just delete this particular step. The step is deleted and this step will verify whether I am landing in the welcome page or not. Later it will click on the login button, right? Now what I will do, decrease the implicit weight first, right? So we should not give more implicit weight because it may delay your execution. So what I will do, I'll just go to variables, global variables, scroll down, implicit is there. I'll just click on edit. So here I'll just keep it as 21. I'll click on update. So let me go to automation steps. Now let me run this particular script in my machine. So I'll use my run settings only because I have made my default settings. I'll just click on run. Now the execution should be triggered and the execution should be happening with 2 seconds delay because in my previous execution I made the 2 seconds delay as a default settings. And we are getting this initializing execution, right? It is meaning that a request has been, a message has been sent to the FireFlink server for triggering the execution. Let me sync the status. So still it is there in the same status. We have to wait for the execution to be triggered now. That's it. See now the execution is triggered. So it is opening the browser. Now it has to navigate to the Shopper Stack application. This time it is not going to verify whether it is landing in, means whether it is welcome text is displaying or not. It is going to verify whether the title is going to be matching or not. See, the application is loaded and was able to click on the login button. Now the execution is happening properly. So it is taking 2 seconds delay for all the steps, if you notice. So that's the phone number. So it has to generate a random email and then it has to enter it here. So password is entered, confirm password is entered, I agree is clicked. Now it has to click on register and it has to verify the successfully registered toaster message. And then it has to close the browser. So I'll just sync the status here. So now if you can see, my script is getting passed. So here I have made sure, but my script is getting passed, right? So here I can say that the registration scenario of Shopper Stack application is working properly since my script is passing. So if I run this in a different machine, there also it should pass. It is indicating that the registration scenario of the Shopper Stack application is working properly. Now this is not application issue and it is not my script issue since the script is getting passed, right? This is how we have to debug a script. We have to identify where it is failing and why it is failing, and if the failure is consistent, we have to come up with a different solution for it. So that is what we have done in today's session. So this is how you debug a failure in FireFlink platform. So all you have to do is check which step is getting failed and understand where it is getting failed and why it is getting failed, and you have to give a solution for it, right? So we will discuss the next topic in next session. Thank you.